I think in the world today, we're in the midst of an all systems breakdown. And the only adequate response to an all systems breakdown is an all systems response. You can't look at just one area that's a problem and really see the whole picture. And sometimes in life, you don't have to know what you can do, but you show up for whatever it is that needs to be done. And because you showed up, what you can do then appears. The reason that we at the Peace Alliance chose this particular piece of legislation to campaign for is because the legislation to establish a cabinet-level Department of Peace will provide an institutional platform to the peace-building community. The idea of a Department of Peace is that there would be one cabinet-level position. Cabinet-level means that it's important. That means the president gets to hear their opinions. And the cabinet, this particular cabinet position, its job would be to facilitate, to research, to articulate, to scan the country. What are the best practices, techniques? You don't just wait till there's a violent eruption and then just try to throw people in jail. You don't just wait till there's a violent eruption and then try to bomb the country. There's just a limit past which this is not workable. Rather, you proactively seek to cultivate the conditions of peace. Anytime you have large groups of desperate people, you have an almost inevitable trajectory in the direction of violent eruption. So we can have a much more sophisticated analysis of what it would take to create a peaceful world. So we need to become far more sophisticated. And there is currently really no place in our governmental functioning where that is the primary function. Now some people say, well, what about the State Department? The State Department does some marvelous work, but even their peace-building work is given a tiny amount of resource materially compared to the defense establishment. But even in the State Department, they're only talking internationally and they're only talking state to state for diplomatic efforts. The Peace Department bills calls for as much concentration on domestic issues as on international issues. Just as we have a military academy now, this department, the Department of Peace, will have a peace academy. You have the people out there who know how to ameliorate conditions of violence in people's hearts and minds before it even starts, and then how to diminish it through working with them once it has. Have them be the faculty at a peace academy. Train people how to do what they do, and then send them out into the bloodstream of this country and of this world, and we can turn this ship around.